Assalamualaikum, nama saya Nur Farharisha binti Ahmad Hilmi and nombor matric saya ialah 0875.
Cybercrime is criminal activity that either targets or uses computer, a computer network or a network device. Mostly, but not all, cybercrime is committed by cyber criminals or hackers who want to make money. But cybercrime is carried out by individual or organizations. Copyright violation is copyright holder, either the original creator or the new holder of the copyright after they have the exclusive sign to copy the work, but they copy the work without any permission from the original holder. Do you want to know how copyright violation works? They will making minor changes to the original work and claiming that was the original copyright holder, and they also will make sure the audience didn't notice about the changes. Okay, here I will explain the features of copyright violation. Firstly, reproduce, performs, display or plays, distribute to the public in any material form. Secondly, imports any article into Malaysia for the purpose of trade or gain financial. Thirdly, make any illegal copy available for sales or rental. And fourthly, make or own any device that may be used or intended to be used to reproduce an infringing copy. Okay, I will tell you the real case of copyright violation. In 2008, the famous street artist Stafford Ferry, as you should know, he is created the Hope poster during President Obama's first run for presidential selection. The design rapidly became a symbol for Obama's campaign, technically independent of the campaign but with its approval. In January 2009, the photograph on which Ferry allegedly based the design was revealed by the Associated Press (AP) as one shot by AP freelancer Manny Gracia, with the AP demanding compensation Ferry's work. Ferry responded with the defense of fair use, claiming his work didn't reduce the value of their original photograph. Conclusion here, the lawsuit has been made and the AP and Mr. Ferry agree that both of them will surrender the case in their view about the law, and the financial terms will remain confidential. So only that the conclusion of the real case of copyright violation. Okay, I will explain the features of cyber terrorism. Okay, cyber terrorism can be broadly categorized under three major categories. Firstly, simple, that is a basic attack such as the hacking of a single system, fall under this category. And then secondly is advanced. These are more sophisticated attacks and can involve hacking multiple systems or a network. And then thirdly is complex. These are coordinated attacks that can have a large scale impact and make use of sophisticated tools. Okay, the real case of cyber terrorism in July and August 2020, a group of hackers that was using the name of Belarus Cyber Partisans were admitted for a number of cyber attacks on government and policy databases in Belarus. Recently, he was said that how he can access to the passport details of Belarusians, as well as internet security plans, and also knew whose telephone numbers had been papered. The list reportedly includes security officials, state-run company, and private firms. The cyber partisans say that they have hundreds of thousands of hours worth of recordings. By submitting the identity of a staff member who holds Belarus citizenship, they confirm the cyber practices assertion that they have access to Belarusian personal data. The computer had given passport, photograph, register address, and also they given information on their parents in a matter of minutes. There was even a misspelling that looked just like the one on their passport. One member of the cyber partisans told they were not professional hackers, but explained that all of them work in the technology sector. They have said that they learn on the go and refuse to say who they are or where they are located. Security reasons. When the protests were in full swing in September 2020, the cyber partisans published the identities and address of police officers who had allegedly participated in the beating of the protester, as well as other information. They don't seem to mind adopting the same technique as state security agencies, who have also disclosed opponents' identity and addresses. Okay, I will explain the introduction of cyber squatting. The action of registering, selling, or utilizing a domain name with the aim of benefiting from the goodwill of another brand is known as cyber squatting. It refers the practice of purchasing domain names that contain the names of existing businesses with the intention of their reselling the names to those firms for a profit. Okay, the features of cyber squatting is there are a few ways you can tell if you have been the victim of cyber squatting. Generally, you should check out the domain name that you want to register to see if it leads to a legitimate website. If the address is of a website that looks to be functional and related to the subject of the domain name, then you have most likely just come to the game too late and will have to offer to buy the domain name unless you can make a case for trademark infringement. But if any of the following scenarios apply to the domain name you are observing, cyber squatters may be involved. The website is under construction for a long time. Your browser shows cannot find server error or reconnecting. Then the website bears no relation to the domain name. This is the real case of cyber squatting. It was happened in a TikTok application. They have two Australian friends named Fortius Tisoclas and Alan Gokoglu. They were expected that the app TikTok will become a popular brand, so they booked TikToks.com for $2,000 just after TikTok's launch. By then, TikTok's parent company of Fear $140,000 to Tisoclas and Gokoglu to buy that domain. However, they both decided to retain the domain and start a follower grow business, which is they offer a follow service. They also help people to increase their follower by charging a fee. After an unsuccessful effort to negotiate the TikToks.com domain, ByteDance filed a cyber squatting case against TikToks.com in August 2020. In September 2020, the company filed an amended complaint. As for January 2021 this year, the panel ordered the Booth of Friends to transfer all the domain in dispute to the plaintiff. The identity thief is an introduction of identity. It happens when someone steals your personal information to commit fraudly. The identity thief may use your information to apply for credit, file taxes, or get medical service. This action can damage your credit status and cost your time and money to restore your good name. Okay, right now I will explain the features of identity thief. Okay, firstly, financial identity. Okay, financial identity thief, someone that use another person's identity to obtain their any account bank number or any computer data And then secondly, social security identity. Social security identity, commonly they use it to getting or applying credit card and loans. Thirdly is criminal identity. Commonly they poses as another person's identity during an arrest to avoid getting caught by authorities. Okay, now I will explain the introduction of salami slicing. Is divide and conquer tactic is that used to dominate preposition purity, piece by piece. Okay, the definition of salami slicing is, we all know that salami slicing, also known as salami tactic, salami slice, strategy, or salami attacks. In this context, salami slicing is an action of removing or reducing something by doing it very slowly and gradually, so people do not realize what is happening. It also known as illegal act of stealing money from an organization by using a computer to remove extremely small amount from financial account over a period of time. The real case of salami slicing in 25th October 2017, a hacker slices a tiny quantity less of money from several accounts like an salami slice. By the time the victim realized they're being sliced, it's either too late or they've already have been cut. Ms. Shubha Mangal, a senior head of global cybersecurity, said that all of technique used by bank to suck the funds salami attack is probably the stealthiest. Imagine you have raised 2,000 in your bank account. If someone steals 3 or from your account every day, would you allow about that? If you did, would you go to make a report to the bank that such a small amount has been stolen? Due to lack of awareness about such threats, a complaint to the bank about such an issue likely to bring any relief to the victim. In future, many techniques will be discovered by fraudsters, and security might not be sufficient to allow that. The conclusion of cybercrimes in a nutshell: cybercrime has caused damage to the society. This is because in today's daily life we have been using computer, internet, and device as much as possible, which means when the hacker hack into our system to gain valuable information such as financial, medical, private photo, and data, will be at risk. So I hope our government must improvise the law for cybercrime so we are not so left behind and protect ourselves fighting the crime where the criminal is nowhere to be found in the real world. Thank you.